All right. We are live. Can you guys hear me in the chat? I don't think Dee Dee can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you fine.
I can hear you too. Somehow or another, my hearing aids are reading the TV, which is the stream hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
I had to shut all that down. So I've been, listening to YouTube today while I'm working. It's like, what?
Can you all hear me in the chat? Can you hear us? You sound good. Okay. Thanks, Lucky. What are you up to, Dee Dee?
I just been working in my fish ring.
Have you? What are you doing?
Well, I have been building some aquariums.
I've been watching that.
Been moving stuff around, trying to get more organized, and I have managed. So it's coming. At least I now have space again in the floor. So I don't have to, it was like walking an obstacle course. You know how that happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see who's in the chat here. There are some people here. We know that Susie's on vacation and she's not going to be here. She'd rather be on vacation in Florida than be sitting here on a panel. Can you believe that?
Isn't that something? I saw her there.
And I think Mike is without his internet for a few days. He got moved, but I think he's without internet, so I don't see him. And I don't know about Pam, where she's at. I know she got the link because I saw she got it, but let's see. Huawei's here. Anthony's here. Life in Liquid. I don't know Life in Liquid.
That's a new name for me, too.
Yeah, welcome. Who else is here? There's Dee Dee. There's Dennis. He jumped on me, so I hope I don't miss anybody else. Lucky Stone. Trash Cat. And that may be everybody. Keep going. Linda. Worth. I think that's everybody. If I missed anybody, sorry. Welcome, everybody. So I hear something in your background. Is it water or a fan? It's not loud. I just hear it.
Do what now?
It's not loud. I just hear it. It sounds like water.
It is water.
Awesome.
I can't make it quieter. I don't know how.
No. I'm sure you can hear it behind me too.
In the bag, and it's like, oh, those FX6s make so much noise.
Yeah. No, it's not bad at all. It's just I couldn't tell if it was water or a fan. Hey, George. Welcome. Yeah, I'm about to do some maintenance, both reptiles and fish, right after this. Got my house and my yard stuff done, so I can't put off the animal stuff any longer. No longer.
Yeah, I've been tinkering outside too, so I do a little here, do a little there. It's like I stir the pot all the time. I never finish the meal. You know what I mean? It's an ever doing pot of food here.
There's Pam.
Hello.
Howdy.
Welcome.
I'm not going to turn my camera on because my eyes are still all like red and itchy and I look like shit.
Well, gosh, that's disappointing. We would have something to pick at.
I know, huh?
Right.
Oh, I turned off the camera for most of my stream last night too because I'm horrific looking right now with allergies. My eyes are just totally red all the way around them, and yeah, I look pretty bad.
Oh, I'm so lucky. I don't have allergies like most people. When y'all are just about to die, I start feeling it.
Yeah. I'm surprised mine haven't been as bad this year. I have poison ivy. I have keep that all year long or all summer long. I've got that still, but
I mostly just get it in the spring when that cottonwood stuff is floating around.
yeah,
That stuff just kills me.
I mowed the
Evidently, I'm
seedlings.
allergic to white. Must be the white, yeah.
You lived in a bad place with all that snow to be allergic to white.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, but really,
I mean,
I couldn't stand living that white that long. I just couldn't. That cold that long. Snow's pretty, but it's pretty for a few days.
yeah.
Look,
I don't know why people would want to live in that. I just don't get it, Dee Dee.
I ain't built for it, I guess. I ain't built for the heat either, so it's like I don't know where to go.
Yeah, that's why I got tired of Florida. Usually old people let me go the other way, but I was there for like 16 years and I came back 20 years ago. That heat was too much for this old man.
Now, pre-menopause, Florida would have been great, but after menopause, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're always like, you got to have a foot in some ice water and a finger in, something warm. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is a family stream. This
I know, as soon as I said it, it's like, oh Lord.
It's just 8 o'clock, Dee Dee. I'm teasing.
I didn't mean it like that, but it's like everybody knows me, probably like, okay, yeah.
Your reputation precedes you, Dee Dee. Hey, Patrick.
Oh, Uncle Ball's got a new stove, so he's cooking.
Cooking it. I know he never did say in Susie's stream what he was cooking. He said he couldn't talk because he was cooking dinner. I said, "What's for supper?"
Especially when you get a newfangled stove, like can do all these little things that you haven't been able to do before. It's like, ooh,
Hey,
I can do this.
Stephanie's lurking. I have some Benadryl coming that should be delivered in about an hour. Well, good for you, Pam. Never run out of Benadryl. That's like alcohol and peroxide.
I haven't, it's probably been 10 years since it's been bad enough for me to bother buying anything, but it's really bad. I mean, if you saw me last night,
I did.
It looks really bad. I mean, like for a good inch all the way around my eyes is bright red.
I think you were in a bar fight, a bar brawl.
Yeah.
That sounds like it to me.
And my eyes are itchy, and it feels like when you get like an eyelash that's poking your eyeball, that's what it feels like, only constantly.
Can't stand that. Yeah. I had stuff in my eyes from mowing, and I had to come in and take a shower and get all that out of my face.
Smoke gets in your eyes.
Yep.
They even wrote a song about it.
Yeah. I remember that old song, Dee Dee. You must be close to my age, Dee Dee. Hey, Craig.
I am. Don't fall down because I'll run right over top of you.
Well, you don't look as old as me, I'll say that. I must have a lot more mileage on me. Just did.
Well, maybe it's time for a glasses update. How old is glasses? I read laser. You had someone come in. You had Craig's Catfish K, Noxie Fish Kodo, and Red Laser.
Red Laser.
Dragon there, Patrick's here.
Yep. I think I'm gonna try to put a little bit of friendly persuasion on him, because he's gonna come up on reptiles, but he hadn't yet. But he says he's going to. He has a lot of work time. So, but Jenny Lynn confirmed this evening that she'll be coming on the 16th. So in 2 weeks.
Nice.
So yeah, she got another snake. I don't know if you saw on Facebook. She's posted.
Well, I did see, and I saw you got a new snake, and it's like, okay. And that was a really pretty snake, I have to say.
Yeah. I don't know if she's got it named yet or not, but
oh, Patrick, you're so sweet.
Dee Dee looks like she lost weight.
He must have his camera angle narrowed down. Thank you. Take what you get.
That new filter, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do you know
it was make me look skinny filter.
I played with one of those filters. I don't think it's on. Obviously it's not, but I played with one of those and downloaded it and tried to make my, because you can make your fat look smaller and stuff like that. I think it's called Facetune, but I couldn't tell any difference. Maybe I didn't save it or what, but I thought just for the heck of it, to see what this does.
Well, Rico uses something, and Whizzle was using something where they can change it right, while we're looking, and it's pretty cool.
Chattanooga Ed.
There's the man with a plan.
Coming in hard and hot.
Yeah.
And pooped. I was visiting Whip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I went to his new property. It's up near Cooksville.
Yeah, awesome. That's great.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, you got COVID stuff? Oh, crap. I hope you have somebody to do all your work while you're sick. I'm doing reptiles.
Well, you know how women have to do. Everybody in the house gets sick. They get down, but a woman, she got to get up. She still got to feed everybody. She got to do this, that, and the other. We just have it built in. You know what? It's rough. We still do things, even if we feel like crap. But I will have to say, when I had COVID, of course, the kid brought it home like on a Thursday, and by Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember which one got it first, me or my husband. But his worst day, I was still able to function, and my worst day, he was able to function. So we were able to help take care of the kid, it's like each other. But man, you don't have nobody to help you. It's a rough time. You don't even want to eat. You don't care about them enough to eat and stuff.
Right. I didn't officially have it, but I definitely had it. That Delta one or whatever, I can't remember now what they were called. I had negative tests, but I definitely had it. So.
Yeah, there's quite a few people I talked to that went through that. They had all the symptoms, even though the test came out negative.
Yeah, I still can't.
But they still definitely had it.
Yeah.
Well, we had to test her because of school, so you knew you had it.
Ed, that's an old T-shirt there. James's Fisher and Fever.
Where's Nico?
He's upstairs in a window.
Oh, because he usually he needs to be here to run the stream.
Yep.
He thinks he's the boss,
I was going too fast to make sure he didn't get into my mom and dad's half of the house because I was just trying to get to the stream and I left the door wide open and he got by me. And so, yep. He's on their half.
So, Bob, I haven't had any help for work. I'm going to work tomorrow. I feel okay. I tested positive on Friday. Paxlovid or whatever. Paxlovid. I just know how that is. She does a kind of.
We've got another new in here that I've seen before in other streams, but Vigium? Yeah.
That's Phil. Yeah.
I always feel bad for somebody that, like, she's a nurse and does a lot of education and stuff on the phone, like I did when I did transplant case management. And nobody does your work while you're out, so you just get behind on everything and literally have to come in and whoever's been hollering the most and needing the most, and it's awful. The home test will not test positive for it. No, I had it at the quick place or whatever, like the emergency walk-in, and I had to be feeling bad to go to that, but I thought I cannot do 8 or 10 hours in the emergency room. And they just told me it was negative and treat my symptoms, and if I got worse to go to the emergency room. And I'm like, well, I kind of knew all that stuff, but it was negative. I didn't have any tests back then. I've got them now. So, there's Jenny Lynn. Just got home. I've been spreading the word that you're going to be coming on, Jenny Lynn. I hope you don't mind.
There he
is.
Is
it me or is everybody else?
Nico?
Don't show your butt off.
Yeah, he's taking our picture. He's doing his own stream.
Yeah, you need to cover that thing up. For some reason, a cat loves to do that.
I could totally draw his cat butt.
Yeah. You
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Lord.
You want to see a drawing of a cat butt, Nico?
I don't think he'll pay attention.
Mhm.
I thought I was
After
gonna
I
get
had him neutered, he stopped caring about cat butts. Oh, watch out.
He's just trying to get his point across right now.
All right. All right. He said all the ladies want to see my stuff. Watch out, Ed.
Yeah.
So how was Whips? How was this place? I've seen videos of it.
Oh, just beautiful out there. It's really pretty. He's got a great piece of property. It's about 50 miles, or it's exactly 50 miles from my house to his house.
Oh wow.
That's not that far.
And then I went through Dunlap, so it took about an hour and 4 minutes or something like that.
Nice. That's not a bad drive at all.
No, it's
So
not.
That's over toward Is it Middleburg? I'm trying to think. I can't
Spark.
remember.
No. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
hang on. Drink this water.
Good. Well, you had met him before, though, hadn't you?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times actually.
Yeah, I thought so.
The Aquashellas and different places.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So nice.
Great to see you too, Melvin. Always a pleasure. I set up new
Hi, Mel.
ponds outside today to breed some fish. Ponds outside today to breed some fish. What are you going to be breeding, George? You want to show us your ponds, or are you in the middle of cooking? If we can look at his ponds. Pam will put the link in there for you, or Miss Dee Dee, or somebody that can be trusted with buttons.
They probably have to be Pam.
Yeah. But you're a mod, aren't you, Dee Dee?
I think so.
I think you are. You have been, I think, a long time.
Yes, I am, but I just don't know how to go grab things like that.
Yeah, that's me. If I go out, I'll screw something up. If I go away.
Well, and when I copy this like this long, I don't know how to do just a little. I know there's got to be a way. But you know what? If you've never done fishing stuff, a pond is a good way to get started.
It is.
You know?
Yeah. Thanks, Pam. George or anybody else that wants to come up, there's a link. So please feel free.
Like Ed, your little front door pond, that thing turned out really cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm going to be adding the fish. Just put his paw in the water and then splattered me in the face with it.
Yeah. That's what
He's
he
got
thinks.
his water there. He's drinking.
Yeah.
He just stuck his paw in and just whipped it backwards into my face. Unbelievable.
He's still in.
But yeah, I'm gonna add the fish tomorrow to the pond.
What's going in it? What kind?
I think I'm gonna put the swordtail guppies because they just look so pretty from above.
Oh.
They've got the metallic heads, and I think they'll look good in there.
I think that's a sensitive plant. George says he's got plants that when you touch them, they close up.
Oh, cool.
I know sensitive plant does that. It kind of looks like mimosa, but it's a vine. Here's George, maybe. Oh, yep.
Patrick said he's tipped it to move his angelfish out in the ponds for the summer. Hey, George.
Hey, George.
Hello, everybody. I set this
Hey,
up
George.
today.
It's awesome.
I want to show you guys. I got some of these plants.
That's,
mosaic.
That's that medallion, I think, is what Sean called it. He had some of that, and Rob had some too. I got from him.
No, they're mosaics.
Mosaic, yeah.
That's the mosaic.
Coming in. Hopefully, it'll be here tomorrow. Tuesday.
I got
I love
these.
those.
There's a betta in there. Damboya.
I see him.
And it's
That's
got
awesome.
Feeder patrol.
the pond plants. This one has rice fish. Not rice fish. Sunfish. Florida sunfish.
Oh,
This one has rice fish. All year round, I don't even take them in. Come here, guys. Where are you? Sure, say they are.
What's the coldest it gets there, George?
Like 35 or so.
Wow.
They're in there. There's about 6 of them or so. There's some. There's one right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Wait,
Somebody's
there's
in.
a few more. There's a little mess in here. I'm trying to fix it for the summer to put pool out here.
The plants look good. Oh, wow,
There's
that's
few
one.
more. There's this.
Oh, you got a lot of those guys. They're
Yeah,
awesome
it does.
plants.
This is what I want to show you guys really, really badly. Like, look at this thing. It's called sensitive floating plant. It's a floating plant that grows on top of the water. So amazing. And
That's
check it
the
out.
one.
When you
That's the
touch
one
it,
I thought you had. Yeah.
look, how cool is that, guys? Check it out.
Those are super cool. Rachel O'Leary had those a few years ago. That's where I heard.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's them.
Where did you get those at?
Beto, my apprentice, got it sent for me. And these are just new ponds. I'm gonna fill this one up and put some fish later on, whenever, like about a week or so from now, I'll do a water change and put some fish. Also, I have some in the back.
That looks like it gets plenty of sun there.
Yeah, there was a lot of jungly here. I could just barely start cleaning it. I got these guys here, full of mosquito larvae. Look, millions of
Oh,
mosquitoes.
wow.
Oh, man. Are you feeding those to anybody?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna feed them to my fish. Check this out.
All that frog bit.
Yeah, anybody wants frog legs? And
That's a
then we got,
lot.
I have this pond, some fish. I got this pond with my rainbow shiners in here. This one has nothing, just a bunch of azolla and mermaid weed. No fish in there.
Neat.
And then I got one more pond right there between all that shrub that has crabs in there. They're self-cloning crabs.
Oh
And
wow.
Oh, wow.
what is that? Water lily, big water lily. I hope to see it flower this year. The crab is like 5 inches, maybe, like that big.
Wow.
What's
They're
it eat?
like nothing. It's just whatever's in there. It eats other
Yeah.
crabs. It gives baby birth and it eats each other.
I haven't never seen a flower on frog bit that I know of.
And this have nothing in there. There's just look at the one. It's a 20-gallon with nothing but. That looks so nice.
You got to throw some shrimp in there.
Right.
I know, huh? Yeah. There's nothing but snails. And yeah.
That's awesome.
I want to grow some sunfish. I really like the sunfish. I'm gonna try to do that and throw some what you call it outside, killifish. I got a bunch of killifish.
Yeah. Tommy boy.
All right, guys. Thank you.
That's awesome, George.
Also,
George,
Yeah.
you're awesome.
Thank you.
I never seen his stuff outside.
Yeah,
Thank you.
oh, he left. He's so cool.
Floyd said, "Well, I got to get out there and do something with my one pot, my one tub. I haven't done anything at all to it. It's got scuds and mosquito larvae in it. Nothing else.
I gotta go over to that new pond store on DuPont. I think DuPont Road. You know, it's like below Hickson. It is nice. They've got so many different types of plants and stuff. I'm gonna get some water hyacinth and some other stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna see what he's got.
You know who knows a lot about water plants? Of course, they will too. Is Patrick. He knows a lot about aquatic outdoor plants because I was going through this pond out back a couple of years ago, and all that stuff's growing in there again. I just don't show it. Shh. And he knew what every single thing was and when it was going to bloom and all that. So he knows a lot about that. Let's
That's
see.
awesome.
Who else is in here?
Yeah,
I see Red Laser
Yeah.
and Silver Creek.
I saw Tommy Boy.
Did you say hi to
Jeff Kane?
Jeff earlier?
Who?
To Jeff Kane?
No, somebody was talking and I just highlighted where he said hello. Hey, Jeff. Sorry.
It's all good. Those are the names I could see.
The only ones you could make out. That's kind of the boat I'm in, Ed. So if I could teach Floyd to tell me the names, that would really be beneficial.
Now on my pond stuff that I
Oh,
did,
Steph's.
I have a little bit of like aquatic plants, but the way I do it, I use them basically as a watering hole for my like normal yard plants. I make a bog and let it run, and that way, because here it gets so hot in certain parts of the yard that everything cooks up. You know, it's ridiculous. So I can have hibiscus and everything in there, and it stays pretty and grows all season. And then after the season's over, I plant it in the yard somewhere. And that's what I do with mine. I just like looking at the flowers. I do have some sort of plant that California sent me. I don't remember what it is, but it's a huge plant. So we'll see what that is this year. Last year it was so hot where I had it, and it was in too small of a container.
I'm going to get Nico some water quick because he keeps trying to dump this one over because there's not much in it.
Because he's needy with it.
Just had some high drama here. I muted my thing because I know, honey, because Yazzie and Tibby, the cat, and Yazzie they threaten each other all the time and act like they're going to do something. And evidently Tibby got him good. As he came in here, he's still crying, bless him.
Aw.
That old mean Tibby. You only got one good eye anyway. God love him.
They fight.
He must have smacked him or got a hold of him. Tibby's like 3 times bigger. He's big like Ed's cat, Nico. Yeah.
I had a big cat once that
Amazon man.
like 20 pounds, and then that little dog was only 7, but the dog was the boss. Even though that cat could tear her up. She never
really
tells that little dog.
Ed, when you were getting up, Tibby, my big black and white cat, the long-haired one, and Yazzie always have a feud going. Well, evidently Tibby got him real good just now. Look at him. He came running in here crying.
Uh-oh.
Bless him. All of your friends are on there, Yazzie. You better say hi. There's Ed and Pam, Dee Dee. You better say hello.
Yazzie.
He's crying. He's making little puppy whimpering noises. Don't look at you, baby.
Oh, I wish I was there so I could make fun of him.
I know, right?
Yazzie.
Every time I've tried to touch that dog, he's trying to eat my fingers.
You still got both your fingers.
Yeah, you're one of the few people he'll let in the house, but he won't let you touch him.
Both your fingers. You've still got all your eyes. Look at here. You still got your eyes.
Y'all, I had to do my monthly promotion for the Keystone Clash. And so I'm trying to be silly, but that's what I do best is silliness. So I did some sort of little tune with, like to the tune of the Beverly Hillbillies. Did my own music and everything. And did it on a little video. It's like, it's so stupid. Oh, look at me.
Oh, put it back up there, Ed.
Did y'all get tanked?
No. It was just hot.
Yeah, it was today. It's humid.
Oh, it got up to 56 here today.
Nice.
He was on his fat boy.
Nice. Dee Dee, are you able to show your tub?
No, I don't think I'd be able to keep you if I went outside. I'm trying to figure out how to switch my camera. But I will show some tanks.
Awesome.
Oh.
Nico took a front row seat in front of Ed even. He said, I want to see him.
Yeah.
Bless you, see. He hurt you, didn't he?
Did it come in? Oh, wait, I got to do something.
Here we go.
Okay. Man, I'm seeing a little teeny tiny picture. But anyways, this is one of my 40 gallons, and I have it set up for Caridina parameters. Of course, I have some Neocaridina in here with them, but everybody's working. So is that bringing it up so y'all can see?
Yeah. I put it
So
up.
pretty, Dee Dee.
Yeah. It's
I
great.
love 40-gallon breeders. I just do.
Yeah. They're perfect. The colors in there are so balanced. The browns and the just a real pretty tank.
And it's one of my favorite tanks. I don't know if it's because I'm sitting by it, and so I see it the most. But I have some Aura Blue Tigers in here. I don't know if you can. He's sitting on top of the guy's head.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, at Aquashella, they were talking about you, Dee Dee.
Oh, they were.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they were saying that you probably don't even know it, but you're probably one of the premier shrimp keepers in the whole country.
That's a
That's
lie.
what Grant was saying.
I'm the shrimp killer. And there's Mr. Handsome. I like having that as.
I do too. I just got a new one the other day.
Here is a little bow front. And I have tangerine tigers in here. Now, I did have a lot more shrimp. But remember about 2 months ago, we had a water or something, and I lost 11 tanks of shrimp.
Oh, bummer.
And it was devastating. Oh, there's one. Apparently, I'm backwards on my mirror.
Did you know 40-gallon breeder was Rico's name in college? That's what Sam said.
And this is I think these are blue bolts, blue steel.
I love the blues.
Blue shrimp are my favorite.
Yeah.
They don't show as pretty, but that's what I like. You know, do what you like. Yeah, because they sit up kind of high. I have to get a little step stool to tend to them. And this is a little thing that Atomic Injections made for me. And that was my favorite fish, Oscar the Dodo Roach.
That's awesome.
Let's see, where are you at, buddy? And I
love
have a
your
little
wall.
betta in here. Come on, sweetie. And there's a little mermaid.
It's,
Look, I've had a number of my tanks. I can't remember what I do. Come on, buddy.
Does your granddaughter really get into them with you?
Oh, it's my daughter.
Oh, it's your daughter.
Yes, I am not the grandma.
Why did I think it was your granddaughter?
Because I'm old enough to be a grandma.
No, I just thought it was your son's daughter for some reason. Do you even
No.
have a son?
I don't have any children of my own.
Okay. Sorry about that.
But she comes in here, and if I move somebody around, oh, she's on it.
So she does like them. Okay.
Oh, heck yeah. I think these are the cutest little things. And these are some of the longfin paleatus that I got from Roxanne.
Yeah.
And this is a 60-gallon breeder with, I have raccoon shrimp, blue diamond, stardust, and Aura Blue Tigers.
what do you keep your tanks temperatures at?
Right now, the temp in here is about 78. But I'm going to say it averages out about 76.
Okay.
How do you like that 60 breeder compared to the 40?
I like the depth, so that's the thing. You can put stuff in it, and then you can layer it.
Yeah.
I wish this tank wasn't against the wall, because it's got another tank over here. You can't see everything, and it's lower than the other one. But I love it. And look at these little fat mamas here. Let's see if I can. I sold Bluey. There's a Bluey. And the thing is, I put blue diamonds and R blues, and it's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
Can they mate with each other?
Pardon? Do they what?
Will they mate with each other?
No, because the blue diamonds are neocaridine.
Okay.
Now, I do not have a beta in this one because those R blues are very hard to get your hands on. I can't take a chance of one of them disappeared. And down here is a 33 long. And there's Mr. Lavender.
It's
Hey,
one of my
buddy.
favorite tanks. I love the 33s.
And it's on the bottom. So
You should rent your house as a bed and breakfast just so we could like stare at your tanks all night long.
Right?
You know what? I wouldn't mind having a bed in here. Listen to these bubbles on it.
Yeah, I'd be
But
happy
I
with a
have-
hammock.
Yeah, I could bring one of those in here, especially now that I got things cleared out. And I do have this on CO2, very slow.
What was that red thing to the left?
That's my
Oh,
CO2 bottle.
That's a big one.
it is.
Yeah, but I got
There's
four.
no way in
See, I'm running
game.
4 tanks on it. A 60.
How long does that last you?
I'm gonna say 6-8 months
Oh wow.
because I don't run it hard. And this tank has blue diamonds and tangerine tigers in it,
Nice.
and some longfin panda coys that I got from Jess. And I can't figure. There they are. But they're very. They don't like to be on the camera.
I'm always asking you, so what is it about beta fish that can't be with other fish? Do they bite?
They. No, I have had them in community tanks,
Right?
but if you can't keep more than some males, I have kept together, and then some you can't. You know, so I test them, and if they don't work together, I take one of them out. But I think really with more betas, you need to have 3 or more. Because like if you have 2, it's like, oh, who's got to be the boss?
Right.
You got 3, then you start spreading it out like the cichlids. But if I go to the store and I see a pretty beta, I almost always come home with it. So I was just like, I gotta make another tank.
Amber,
Now, do you ever get a betta that'll attack your shrimps?
I have not seen it. Now, if I see it, he'll have to come out and go in a small tank. But, you know, they're in 40-gallon breeders, 60, 33 longs. I don't put them in the small one with shrimp. But I will put them in the big tanks. I feel like the shrimp are faster than the bettas.
Yeah.
For the
Sam's
most part.
clarifying, so they bite. Talking about betas still.
Yep, they will. And even the girls, I've done girls together too. And,
Sorority.
you know, you can work it out.
Yeah. You know,
Sometimes-
Amber, with Big City Betas, she said that on a talk once, I think on here, she said that the closer to wild the betas are, the more tolerant they are of other males, which would
Yes, I
make,
remember her saying that.
yeah, which makes sense.
But
Well,
this is a
They
20
in
20
Asia-
long, I think. And it has the red head, how does she say that? Red spot head pintos from the Garden of Eden and raccoons, which I like both of them. Oh, and I have some of the chocolate neocaridina babies in,
Oh, wow.
and they're very active tonight. So somebody must be molting somewhere. But one thing I've noticed, if you have caridina and neo in the same tank, like if there's a caridina molting, the neos don't, the males don't move. It has to be their kind.
Huh.
And right now, I'm dripping some shrimp. Going to send some to a friend of mine. So I'm just loading
Is
up.
his name Bob?
Pardon?
I'm teasing.
I think she said his name was Ed.
Yeah. And here's my old 55. It's sitting on the floor, but look at those girls.
Uh,
They're the two like each other. That's
There's
awesome.
there's 4 females in here.
Oh, nice.
They get along. And I have an angelfish that gets picked on in the other tank. So, and there's one hiding back there.
what do you feed? What's your favorite shrimp food?
My favorite shrimp food,
Yeah.
um, I feed an assortment. I've got shrimp envy. I've got the Garden of Eaters, soy, and there's bee's knees, and Crayfish Empire has some stuff that shrimp love, especially their sticks. And Cats Aquatics, I got some of hers. So, and I think I have more than that. And then I have the meanest Crebensis. Where's he at? He's just hateful. So he's in here. I'm growing me out some plants, trying to see if they grow easier under less water, till they get big. And then I have a betta down here. And this is the holding tank. The 22s that I built, they've got this, to sit for 30 days. And so I've just got tank sitting on the floor. But he's a pretty boy.
He is very pretty. Ooh, I love the colors.
And these have somebody. What we got here?
How many?
Oh, shadow pandas are in here.
How many tanks now, Diddy?
30 some.
Mm-mm. That's a good number.
And I can't hardly get down here to do it. But it's just all helter skelter. And down here, I have a tank of little baby electric little cars.
Oh,
Oh, how cute.
you should
Not
drop
that
one baby Akara with every time you give away shrimp.
Yeah. Can I put them in the same bag?
Sure. It'll be a fun surprise.
Yeah, for everybody. One fat baby a car.
DOA.
And here we got another 40. And there's another handsome boy. And this one has, don't ever do this, people, when you have old eyes. Because I have tangerine tigers and the pumpkin orange neos. Can't tell them apart
Huh.
because can't see them good enough. So the few that I shared, it's like, I don't know what you're getting. Here's some orange shrimp. But I just reworked this tank a couple months ago. It was so full, it was getting water flow couldn't get around. So it's kind of in its little state.
What's
And
in
here's
there?
a
It's nice.
29. And we have a pretty boy down here. Come there, buddy. And just he and one guppy live in here for right now. And some shrimp will be going in that.
Dee
What's
Dee,
the
if
good-
somebody would give you a 200-gallon tank right now, what would you put in it?
If I had a place to put it,
Yep.
I'd probably put my discus in it.
Nice.
Here's my little Snow Whites.
I didn't see discus. Did you show them?
Pardon?
Did you show the discus?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
And they're hard to see, but and of course, surprise, surprise! What do you see?
Your nails are awesome, Dee Dee.
Oh, thank you. And what I do when I get those seed shrimp a lot, I'll catch the shrimp out, and then I'll put a betta in there and let him eat them up for a few days. And then this is a neo maternity ward.
Wow.
Now I did just see a red or either a tangerine tiger baby. I don't know how it got in here, but chocolates were in here, and I do think that they will throw some blues and some red. So that's the only shrimp that's ever been in here. And look, there's another one. Up. And that's the only shrimp that's been in this tank for like a year. So, and I have some shrimp that we don't know what they are. They're huge, and they're cross breeds or something. But I keep them in here. And now that I have two, I went ahead and I thought, well, if nothing else, go clean tanks. Let me go. And this is my Black Galaxy Pintos. I won these on Poseidon's Pets. And they are so pretty. What am I seeing? Right there. But I won 4 of them. And I haven't seen any babies yet. So hopefully they will come. And this is another neo maternity ward that has blue dreams in it. And the reason I'm doing that because my neos are living in Peridino parameters, and from what I have learned is that the babies have to have a certain parameter to be able to do their first molt, or else they can't survive. You know, so I put them in here, and then when they become decent size, I move them to a bigger tank. But this one is set up for neos. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, I love these pods. They like to get on too.
Yeah.
I should have, if I'd have known, I would have fed. Let me cover that up. It's right in front of a light. There's
What's the number for?
so I can keep up with it. Trying to keep up with my water changes. Right there. And
How often
when I
do you do
see
water
that,
changes?
I do them, try them every week.
Oh, wow.
But once they drop their babies, like the next week or so, I will pull them out and put them in a tank where they belong. All right. This is hard to do backwards. That light is does that mess it up if I do that? It turns everything upside down, no matter which way. This is a tank with blue diamonds and the pure black line, just PDLs. And that's the blue diamond.
What's your favorite shrimp?
Depends on what minute of the day you ask me. Because
Well, how about at 8:52?
it would be Oro Blue, it would be Tennessee Tigers, it would be Ragged, Start. It just depends. I can't make up my mind. I love them all. And it's funny because I grew up commercial fisherman and we shrimp for a living. It's like, having a head, hundreds of pounds of shrimp. And it's like, I never thought I would love this. But they're in here. They're just hiding from me.
Shrimp are so relaxing to watch.
Yeah.
When you used to catch professional shrimp for feeding humans, did you ever catch anything like an octopus or a squid?
No, we did catch squid all the time. I've probably only seen one octopus ever. Of course, we would throw it back over. Anything like that, we would get it right back in the water when we hauled up the nets.
That's nice.
Yeah. And squid actually tastes pretty good. And this is blue bolts.
Ooh, blue bolts.
Come back here.
I'm going to be getting blue bolts very soon. Do you have any recommendations?
For what? Like
keeping them alive?
Well, just got to make sure you got that water right. And something I have learned the really hard way is you don't disturb your substrate, especially the Caradina shrimp.
Oh, I learned that too.
It's not the place to do scathing and all that if you're going to be moving stuff around. If you're going to skate, it's got to be something you can clip. So I learned that the hard way.
I had a whole tank of bumblebees, and I moved it to the fish room, and they all died.
Wow.
Disturbing it.
Now when I move them, it takes me days to acclimate them to a new tank. Because I do it.
You're so smart.
Like drip. I've learned it. It's easier for me. This is another maternity ward for neos. And there's gold, the 24 karat and orange neos. And now I have added some blue diamonds. But I only put females in here. So, and then once they have their babies, they go back to where they came from.
Wow.
And this is pardon?
I just said, wow, that's so awesome.
Oh. And this is a holding tank because I broke the tank down and I had started moving the substrate around and didn't know that there was still more shrimp in there. So I didn't want to risk a bacterial infection by putting them at the other tanks where the other shrimp went. So I put them all in here and I'll let them stay in here for a month or so. But I have stardust, raccoons, blue diamonds, and tangerine tigers in. It's just a handful, but it wasn't worth taking a risk of infecting other tanks.
I love those tangerine tigers.
They're tough too, and you can keep them in Neo. I got a dozen, and I gave away like 30 in 4 months.
Wow.
And this is a 29 with mostly 24 karat. But these came from Lady Diane and the Garden of Eden. But I also have one of them Carluella twig catfish thing. I have 1 or 2 of them in here. Those little Chinese butterfly loaches, and a couple of koris. There's also some raccoons in here. Investigate those.
I really like that tank.
This is one of my favorite plants. This crenulum or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lord, I didn't know that thing was going to get so big. But yeah, best one I've ever had. And this is the 125. And I have my rainbows. And I have the Boya cars. Can't let them move with the girls because they are, you know what they do.
Yeah.
And then they hurt other fish, protecting their little area.
Yeah.
But and I have a couple of dojo loaches. My baby died, but I still have 2 others in here. Quickly, Belle sent me one from her house, and then I had one of my originals. And here's the mate of the mean little crib in the other tank. This is Lady. The other one's Tramp. I have a few little tetras and the remaining of my rainbows. The rainbows came from Dan's Fish. That was the first order of anything I'd ever ordered online.
Oh.
This is my 90. And that's a fish that came in on a plant from Paul Sotera.
Neat.
Did a killing
And I need to
fish.
get some more of these. Let's see, where'd he go? He's quick. And of course, the discus are not going to come out unless I bring them some bloodworms.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just in here moving stuff around too, about 6 o'clock. But I have a couple. These are males. I had to take the girl out because I got tired of watching them defend their eggs, and then everybody ate them, and then they'd be all depressed looking. And here, he don't want me to see, but he's got that pretty blue eye. He changed that light. I wanted to hook my light up. Hadn't had it on in a long time. This is one I got from John. Oh, there's one of the discus right there. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
Yes.
In here, I have.
Paul said you say his name and he shows up.
I have a orange splash of histogramma. His mate died. And I have just some nano fish from Roxanne. Of course, I mixed them and she said I probably shouldn't have, because I'll probably have different kind of nano fish. And this is the Harris fish I bought from Skull. I won it on one of the Fish Fam auctions on Skipper's channel. And these are the tiger lemias. They're live bearers. These are the babies. And I still have 4 of the adults. I have shared some of those. And Paul Sotera is actually getting some of these. He has given me so many plants. Like all the Java fern has come from Paul Sotera.
Nice.
Wow. Paul's a pretty nice guy.
He is. He calls us cheese bags, but yeah, he's still a good guy.
Well, cheese is delicious.
Yeah, it is. And these are blue steels. All right, where are y'all at? I should have brought some food with me. There you go, Nick. Come on. Can't see one shrimp. Not one. No, I can't even trick them. All right, and then we're going. These are my new tanks. And of course, they got to sit for 30 days, so they're just killing and cooking. Now, this one does have shrimp in it. And in here, I have blue dreams. And I also have blue steels. And of course, these are easy to see the difference. Because that one's white versus just the blue.
Yeah.
And of course, I have some of Roxanne's long fin paleatus corridors back in here. And I'm gonna see with these plants, but I'm not gonna be moving them. You can count on that. And then here's the other one stewing and brewing. I'm into botanicals now. So I've added them to all my tanks. Of course, I'm not, and I love the frog bit too.
Nice.
Do you
All right.
boil your botanicals before you put them in?
Nope. I have done it, and then it's like, no, I just don't do it. And these came from Keith. Now, this are my fancy red tigers and blue dreams. I lost my fancy black tigers that I got from Stephanie. Those things were so pretty. I lost all them and my fish bones, which were two of my favorite tanks. But these are pretty too, if I could find them.
Dee Dee, it's our time is almost up, so
Okay, and that's it.
I'm just reminding people that there's a link there for Danica, and if they want to head over there. So.
But that was my last tank.
Oh, okay. Well, good timing.
Wait, was that a piano?
Yeah.
You could play
It's a
something
keyboard.
for us going out.
No.
Why not?
I did do my own music and stuff on that video that I made for the Flash. But trust me, it was one finger stuff. I haven't played the piano in 20-some years.
Well, if that's just sitting there in your fish room, you could have tanks there where that's sitting.
Oh, we lost her.
You know? Seems to me like, uh-oh, did we lose her?
Yeah.
Lost her.
These are the shrimp envies. Are really good stuff. I really like these. The shrimp envy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the soy ahoy, the shrimp love this too. It's really cool. It you drop it in your tank, and I just drop one or two and they pop kind of like popcorn real big. And
Wow.
there's just a whole bunch of stuff for the shrimp to eat. And then I got this new stuff from Grant and Shelby, and it's just packed with minerals for their shells. But it's really weird because it almost feels like clay.
Yeah.
Kind of a soft thing. I mean, if you had a toy gun, you could shoot it.
Literally is pellets.
Yeah. Okay, you can go to everybody else. Nobody wants to see me.
That's not true, Ed. Well, it's just you and Pam and I left, so I guess we'll go ahead and end. I know that Kenny started a couple minutes ago. Ding. So thanks, everybody. And Dee Dee, thanks wherever you're at. She's probably in the chat.
We love you, Dee Dee.
I don't see her out there, so I don't know. Maybe she lost her Wi-Fi or something. All right. Thanks, Ed, and thanks, Pam.
Okay.
Thanks, Dee Dee.
See you guys later.
Thanks, everybody in the chat. Thanks, Huawei. Good night.
Good night.
It was a great tour. And also,